this might sound crazy, but what really helped me was enemies. So now you're like, enemies. What are you talking about, Farouk? Is this like you're not in a war or something, right? But so I've read this book, and it was this year, of Patrick Bet David, named Choose Your Enemies Wisely. Have you read it?
No, but I've been following your vlogs, so I knew what you were going to say.
Yeah,
but
so Choose Your Enemies Wisely, amazing. So let me start with the first thing, that why I think that's so important, because it's building cool shit and stuff is nice, but what I really do enjoy is winning. I just want to win, whatever it takes. I want to win, and I'll do whatever. So if you watch, for example, on Netflix, the series The Last Dance, what happens there? You see like Michael Jordan, right? And there's a very nice analogy in that series on Netflix. I must watch, by the way. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, really good.
Michael Jordan, bro, one of the GOATs. So they won 2 or 3 championships back to back, and then something like that. And then they were in the quarterfinals at the next one, and they lost against their rivals. And Michael was playing like shit, and he was getting older and older. And one of his one of the team of like the competitors said to him, at like, when they won, I mean like when they lost, they said like, Michael, you see, you're finished, you're done, you're too old now, grandpa, whatever, that kind of shit. And he said it after the match. So Michael, when he was like mad, very, very mad, is what, like, if you do this to Michael Jordan, it's like GG, bro, so. And then what happened is that, so like, it was like in 2 games, like a best of 3, I believe. And then like in the next one, they played against each other again. And Michael totally crushed them, everybody. Like, he crushed the whole team. He made like a new world record, I believe, with like scoring points and stuff. And at the press conference, like Michael said, he was testing me, and now he saw it. What's funny is that like 30 years later or something, in an interview, they asked the guy who said the words to Michael, He said, "Why did you say that? Why would you make him so mad?" And and then that guy responded, "I didn't say anything. Why would I say anything?" So what does this mean? Michael, he lighted a fire, like he imagined a fire or something, people calling him out or saying like bad shit to him in his mind.
Yeah.
That made him unstoppable.
Yeah.
And I do this as well to myself. Like, I won't go too much into detail, because everybody has enemies, obviously, or somebody who said you're not going to be shit, you're not going to be anything in life. And I've had multiple cases as well where heavily disrespected. People treat me like shit, but I respond differently. The only real way you can respond to people in a positive way, which will benefit you and all your loved ones, and piss off your haters even the most, especially enemies, just by having more success, work harder and smarter. And that's what I've been doing, and it paid off so far. But yeah, we're not done yet, obviously, but yeah, so far. And you will see that in every single level that you will reach new enemies. Like 2 years ago, it was like this person or that person, and then that, and then that. And once you see that your enemies start fading away, you get new enemies, that's when you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, and it works so far.
Do you know why I'm smiling? Is because I don't know if you follow David Goggins, but there's a clip of him where he speaks about, I think it's maybe in his most recent book. It wasn't Can't Hurt Me. There's another one since then. But anyway, he says about how he read out all of his messages from his haters and turned it into an audio file, and he just plays it on max volume. So like his wife or his partner will come in and he's just like blaring this, like staring himself down in the mirror, and it makes me laugh.
Bro, it's awesome. Bro, when I bought the watch, like 2 days ago, I had somebody message me. First, he like, sometimes when I have not so much motivation, what I do, I go through my DMs of haters. So this guy said like, "You're not even doing like full push-ups, you do half push-ups, you're a pussy." And then a few days later, he responds to me, "Whoa, you bought the watch for 26 grand. He's like, "Bro, you don't give anything to charity, you're so shit, whatever. And wow, you're not humble." I'm like, "Bro, you don't even know what I'm doing in life, bro. You don't know me, if you think I'm not humble or whatever." So I just read it, I get more, I'm like, okay. And now I need to go even harder, show even more. this is like this thing that really helps me, and not only me, but also has like a positive effect as well on the people like who I love, who care about me, who I care about. So yeah, it helps. I would recommend it to everybody, but obviously don't. You have to know how to treat it. Like when I say enemies, I'm not saying yo, go fight them, go beat them up, go do this or that. No, just work harder and smarter, and like use it as like even more oil like on the fire. You know, that's how I do it, and it's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, clearly, whatever you're doing is working.